Hello, I'm Croak and this is my deck of the week. It is a Skellige discard Resurrect deck and it got me to almost 4.3k MMR with a 64% win rate, which at this rank is pretty good I think, and I expect it to get me even further than that. At the moment there really is no end in sight. Here, as always, is a quick overview of this week's matchups. Nilfgaard is dead again and Monsters is still the most popular, but the rise of the discard archetype, a lot of people are playing it right now and I'm just one of many, made Skellige quite popular too. The only bad thing about the deck I'm about to show you is pretty much its weakness against weather monsters, which is even worse because so many people play weather monsters right now. But it is so good against pretty much every other deck that it is still very viable right now. Okay, so the basic idea of the deck is, like the name says, obviously to discard a bunch of stuff and resurrect a bunch of stuff. And the major player here basically is Ceres. With all the resurrect effects you can get her up to 3 times, and if you discard her with Bran, she's going to be a 7 instead of a 6, so that means you get a 21 points gold, which is very good in itself, but you basically don't even have to play a card to get these 21 points, and that is, you just get them for free, so that is very strong. Even if you only get to revive her 2 times, it's still 14 points that you just get for free, so it's basically twice as good as Saskia. So yeah, this is a very strong card in the deck. To support her you have a lot of resurrect effects, obviously, like Morgvarg, Olgierd, Clan Uncrate Raiders count as well when you discard them, and also of course 3 Priestesses of Freya and Sigurdrifa. So the game plan is basically to win round 1 with the insane tempo warlong ships and your leader ability provides. So you're going to play a bunch of warlong ships, as many as you have in your opening hand. Then you play King Bran to discard Ceres. You have to make sure that you select her first, so that her ability triggers. Then you're, depending on what you have in your hand and what is still in your deck, you can also discard Morgvarg, Olgierd, or a few of the raiders here, so that she enters your graveyard as early as possible so that you can make every resurrect effect count, basically. In general, for the mulligan, of course, you want 1 pirate in your hand, you want, well, any of your golds except Ceres. You definitely don't want Ceres in your opening hand, and other than that, a few warlong ships, yeah, and then you're off to a good start. Coral is really strong as well. I think it's one of the most powerful golds around right now. She's basically going to give you 20 or more points every game without a downside, and she is very strong. With Lugos is best used with Clan Tuesach Skirmisher because it's going to deal 6 damage. This one is entering the graveyard, and then you can resurrect it even stronger. Yeah, this guy is one of your major win conditions as well. I mean, in round 3, if you played him in round 1 and round 2, this one is going to be very strong. And also the pirate captains are going to get very big, and these cards are basically what win round 3 for you. And also Ceres, of course, you can get her in round 3 as well, and yeah, then you're going to have a lot of points. Yeah, but I think that was enough random babbling. Let's just look at a game that's way easier than to see how this works than me trying to explain it with my stuttering bad English, so yeah.
Mead! More mead!
This is one of the harder matchups, I think, against Dagon. But Eredin is even worse, so that has to go. I'll get rid of this one too. And I'll stop here because I might draw Ceres or another pirate, and that would be bad. Dagon usually doesn't run Caretaker, so that's good for me, and I think I'm just going to assume that he doesn't, because, well, against Eredin decks often use Caretaker, and they can just resurrect the, what's his name? The guy that gets stronger every time he enters the graveyard, so that shouldn't be a problem here. Also, Katakan is very rare, so that's alright too. I'm going to start off with Morgvark instead of the War Longship because I want to bait Weather on the front row. Okay, so now I can play this. Well, he has his leader ability and also probably another Hound, but well, he's not going to use it yet anyway. But if he puts Weather on the last row now, then at least Gremist is, yeah, gets a decent amount of value basically by removing Weather 2 times. I'll play. Do I play this one first or do I unlock first? If I play this first and he plays Frost on the back row, then I can't unlock this one in time before it dies. So I'm going to unlock it now. Well, I might run into the same problem here.
Calm yourselves.
If he puts Weather here now, then well, I probably can't have two longships on the board at the same time. Oh, okay, that's quite good actually. That's yeah, he kind of wasted that, I think. I definitely have to Bran next round before Morgvark dies, so I get the Resurrect counter on Cerus. Maybe I'm going to keep Gremist for a later turn, but on the other hand he now has only 2 Foglets because I got one with Donna. So I could actually just remove the Weather here. Nah, I'm going to keep it.
Sit at my table and let's drink.
You have to make sure that you always discard Service first, so that whatever you discard after that triggers her ability. We'll get rid of this and this.
Praise be the bravest.
Can basically pull Ceres out just with Morgvark this round.
Give us all you got.
I mean, I lose his ability for the following rounds, but I think that's fine. If I pass here, I will lose 2, but he comes back as a 2, so I basically stay at 23, but I get... oh, I don't get Ceres yet. Okay, so that's bad. Then I can't just pass here, I think. And this is kind of an awkward situation here. I also don't want to remove the Weather, I don't want to... Well, I could eat this to make a bear, and then next round Ceres is going to come out, but... yeah.
Told you it'd be worth it.
Okay, so next round I'm going to get Ceres. But just passing is not going to be enough. And he has to play 1 card at least to win this, so I would, if I lose this, I will go to the next round with 1 card advantage, but he has a lot of carryover, so maybe I can just Can I catch up in the following turn after that? I don't have enough time to think about it.
He is here.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay. So with this, I should be able to win this round. Okay, so this one dies next turn. If I coral right now, is that enough to make him pass is the question. If not, then I would like to play something else first. I think it's the best thing I can do.
I suppose.
And hopefully this will make him pass. I mean, it's not a lot because of the shield. Maybe I should have played Fog here first, but okay. There isn't really anything I want to resurrect, so
Won't pay us in gold, pay us in blood. Gods, not a moment's peace.
I mean, I'm going to take 2 damage on this row anyway, so I can prevent that. And instead of eating one of these 2, I'm just going to eat Grimace himself. Well, it's not ideal because I have to play my last card, but at least I can win this round. Even though he has a lot of carryover, so I just insta-pass probably next round. Do I even have enough to win? I can only resurrect a 6. But I will lose this one and I will lose 2, so I'm at 45. Okay, 6 is barely enough.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
You wanna pass, you gotta pay. Can't let you through elseways.
It's not really a good position I'm in, I think. Just because of the carryover he has. I mean, I basically just have to go to round 3. Ermion is pretty good. The Priestess of Freya doesn't really do anything. But I'm still going to keep her in case I draw... in case I discard something good with Ermion, but I will not do that this round. There's just no way this will end well. At least if I pass right now and he passes, then we go into the last round on equal cards. But he has to start the round, so I will have the last say, which is always good. Except if he has his own spy, then he would be able to switch that around. I hope he doesn't. And I hope I can get another resurrect effect somehow to get Ceres back. Okay, I can discard that and resurrect it to have an 11. But still, I really need another priestess to get Ceres also.
I can help you if you wish.
Well, that works too. So this and this. Then I can just play this, resurrect the guy. Hopefully it doesn't have to catch Eka. Okay, good. But that's pretty strong as well. can't really do anything about it, and that's actually going to kill me because this guy is a melee row as well. I mean, I can just resurrect him right now because I will take the fog damage anyway. In case he does have caretaker and just didn't recognize what I discarded or something. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to take the fog damage anyway, so might as well
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
resurrect him right now.
Let's not get in the way of my axe.
Just careful there.
Might be enough, depends on what his last card is.
Damn it.
Good. Thanks for pushing them out of the fog. Close one though. But like I said, I think this is one of the harder matchups for the deck. But it can still work out, and against other decks, this deck is insane.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
Well, that's a rare one.
Of course, friend.
You don't see Emir that often, at least I don't. As usual, we don't want Ceres in our opening hand. The rest, well, I will get rid of this one too, because I have Lugos, and this one is basically the best target to discard with him. Yeah, we'll just keep what I have. I also have Ermion to discard the Raider. I don't want to draw into another pirate. So this looks alright. Unfortunately, only one war longship, but well, it has to work out somehow. I mean, I get to draw 2 more cards, so maybe there's another one. I want to start out with this, probably, right? I mean, there's really no other play I can make that makes sense. I'm not sure what his deck is about though, so I don't really know what to expect.
Your humble servant.
Okay, so probably just basic Spies with the ability to bounce stuff back. I could lock this, but I don't have to do it yet. I can also, is it enemy or just something? I'm not even sure. It's just damage a unit, so I can kill a cow with that. I can also eat one of the cows with Gremist, which is quite good. That's probably what I'm going to do first. After I play Bran, that is. I want to get Ceres in the graveyard as fast as possible, so this Morgvark and also one of them, or this.
Your stench. Your humble servant.
I'm not sure if I even want to do anything about it. I mean, it's just going to kill the units that he gave me, so that's not so bad.
Gods, not a moment's peace.
This really is the most efficient way to deal with the cow carcass, by using Blood Curdling Raw. That was a pretty strong play. Maybe I can just... well, I think I can't just pass, because he's probably able to catch up with just one card. I mean, I will lose 5 points, then I'm at 29. Can he get 15 with just one card? If he has Cynthia, then yes, because of Ulderic. But there really isn't anything else. So maybe passing here isn't even that bad. I don't want to risk it though.
Gods protect us.
This was actually kind of a stupid play, as you can see here, because I drew into a pirate. Before playing Ermion, I should have played the pirate. Also, I drew into this one, which I wanted to discard with Lugas. It kind of sucks too.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Decently. That's what you folk lack.
Just careful there.
Thanks. Well, that is probably a good place to pass. I mean, he would have to play 2 cards to catch up. And if he passes, I win on equal cards the first round, and that's pretty awesome too. Even though I made a mistake, and now my hand is not really good.
A moment, I need to smoke.
Now I have all 3. Excellent. Yeah, I screwed that up a little. I mean, I won the first round very well, but now my hand doesn't look that good. I'm not even sure if I think I'm going to play a little.
Let's not get in the way of me.
Get out as many of his cards as possible,
Appearances can be deceiving.
but preserve all my strongest cards basically. So I could discard another Warlong ship with Lugas, Resurrected, and then... Well, I don't have that many discards. I just have 1, 2, 3 if I do that, so it's not that strong. And I can't use it now anyway. I don't want to play Ulderich yet, because I want to put him in the row where most of his guys are. Maybe I can just... I will just resurrect the Warlong ship I have.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Men are best kept on a short lead.
Well, I could get a second Warlong ship and then would... I mean, I don't have a lot of discards left, like I said, then I only have 3 left, but I think that's quite strong still.
I make the laws here.
I'll do this.
I shall do as you command.
Okay, so now I will
Bow before modern Freya.
resurrect the second one. Also get Ceres, right? Yeah.
Needs a good slapping.
Won't pay us in gold, pay us in blood.
Okay.
You want to pass, you gotta pay. Can't let you through elseways.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
It came in me!
Okay, that's where I'm going to put Ulderich, probably. There isn't really anything to lock, so I will just do that now.
He is here.
Keep this.
Boring just standing here.
But basically I just have to win this round right now, because I can't draw anything else, and that's bad. He can, so he will just catch up on cards. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think I have to go for 2-0 here, otherwise I will lose. What else is there to resurrect? Not anything really. Not anything worth resurrecting. Can just get a 7 with this. Well, maybe I can get something from his deck by using him. problem is that, well, we cannot, is it just, it's li, okay. If I play this here to lock this and he can unlock it, then I will lose 14 points. I'm not sure if I want to risk that. Can also just play something else and let this die.
Calm yourselves.
I hope he can't unlock it. Also, that is what I was hoping for, that I get a nice unit to resurrect with my priestess. I can put a cow carcass on his siege row. Well, he can always just bounce something back. I have to keep that in mind. Okay, so he probably has Igni to kill all of this. Just 21 points, so maybe just play the pirate captain there to block that. Can I resurrect something? No, I can just resurrect another. I can resurrect Gramist. Oh, I should have done that first. I should have resurrected Gramist to eat the cow carcass. That would have been a lot better. He doesn't have another rod tosser though. Well, he can bounce this one back, so I mean I can. Oh, this really sucks. I mean I could eat this now to put a bear here to prevent Igni, but then he can bounce the rod tosser back and put another one here, and then I can't do anything about it. So I probably just have to play this. I mean 15 points is better than losing 21. And by keeping Sigurdriff I can resurrect Gramist if he plays another cow, another rod tosser. Well, now he can't bounce that back. Maybe he has decoy. It's unlikely, but it's still possible. Do I play the rod tosser now? No, I will play this first. Also to protect against Igni in case he has it.
You want to pass, you gotta pay. Can't let you through elseways.
I thought I could kill both of them with the cow. Now I can just kill one at best.
We serve
But still,
her who
it's
is
good.
virgin, mother and crone.
I mean, if it works out, it's basically a 12-point bronze. Ooh. Well, it was just a bunch of ones there. I really think I want to keep Sigurdriff for last. I mean, he doesn't have a rod tosser left, and the only bounce possible would be decoy, I think, but if he puts a cow carcass in this row, then I'm screwed. I might miss some damage here because he might play something on the ranged row, but still I will play Coral before Sigurdriff.
I can do a great deal more for you.
I mean, he has one more card, but I'm pretty far ahead. And I kind of blocked every... I mean, he can't do really that much with just one card, basically. Tibor would be quite strong, just 23 points without a downside, because I don't have any cards left. With that, he would go to... Well, it's still not going to be enough, right? Oh, there's the decoy. He really has decoy, but he's not going to use it on the rod tosser, okay. He's just going to get another card. I'm not sure if that's the right decision. I mean, he's clearly looking for something particular. But this gives me a lot of points to... Well, Scorch would just remove all that, but still, I'm so far ahead. Also now, decoy is gone, so there really... And his rod tosser, so there's really no danger. So I can play this now. Resurrect Gramist. Anything better? Not really. Gramist into Blood Curdling Roar. just going to eat a Morgvark. Get an 11. Okay.